Mm, how did you start Wicked Minds? Who has come up with the idea to start a group like Wicked Minds that consists of so many different rappers?
Well, Wicked Minds goes back to 1994 when my homeboy Bugsy he put out an EP. It was called "What's Going On,"
Yes.
and that one featured. It had four songs on it, and it featured "Slow Pain." That was actually the first thing that Slow Pain came out on. That after his Street Mentality project, it featured Mike Ski from Wicked Minds.
Yes.
And that CD, even though it was an EP, it sold like crazy all over what I'm saying, all over. First it started in LA, it was just like an underground thing, and then Bill Walker from Thump Records, he started distributing it, and it just went everywhere, like all over the world, and so Bugsy he got pretty big, and me, Mike Ski, and Bugsy, we hooked up and we started doing shows under the name Bugsy, like if we were the rap group named Bugsy, you know what I mean? That's actually when Wicked Minds started. That was the first Wicked Minds project. But the first Wicked Minds record, like actual Wicked Minds record, was the Misunderstood. That was released in '98.
Yeah.
I started recording that in like towards the end of '97 while I was touring with Slow Pain and Lotta Shader Brown and all those guys. And the original Wicked Mind members is myself, Rec, Bugsy, and Mike Ski.
Yeah. How did you hook up with the current members? I think there are a couple of new ones like Chino Grande, Baby Wicked, the new R&B artist Eric, and so. How did you meet them?
Um, I met Chino. The first one that I had met was Chino. Out of all of them, Chino sent me his demo. Actually, he sent me his demo like when he was barely, he had started doing his thing or whatever, and I had heard it a few times, and after a while we ran into each other in as a matter of fact, it was in a Blockbuster video store. I was renting some movies,
Yeah.
and he was too, and I guess he recognized me, and he just hit me up. He was like, "Hey, what's up, fool?" Whatever. So, um, it kind of took a while because he wanted me to produce some tracks for him, and
Yes.
so I did some tracks for him, and I went in the studio with him, and they came out real good. He sounded real good. He sounded way better than he did on his demo, because the demo was something that he was working on for years as he was developing his skills. So them songs were like real good, and when the time came, it was like, he wanted to be down, and I was like, well, fool, if you want to be down with Wicked Minds, then let's do this, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
And as for Baby Wicked, I met her in the street.
Yes.
She was, she's a good-looking girl. I was
Yeah.
passing by, and I was passing by in the truck, and
Hmm?
she was on a little lowrider bike.
Yes.
And I told her what's up, whatever. So I mean, basically, I was picking up on her. I didn't even know that she knew how to rap or nothing. Later on, I found out she could rap, and I was like, whoa, I gotta, she wasn't really into doing it professionally. You know what I mean? So I kind of had to push her into it. But once she got in, and we recorded the first couple songs,
Yeah.
which was like Soy La Baby Wicked and Bitches and Assholes. She loved it, and that's all she wrote. She became part of the group too.
Hmm. Um.
And let me see, Eric. Eric, I met him in the studio. I met
Yeah.
Eric in the studio. Heard him singing, whatever. And one day he hit me up. He asked me if I wanted to do a song with him, and I did it. We did a song called Smooth. Real good song. Hasn't been released yet, but actually, you know what? It has been released. It's on his Destiny album. It's called Smooth. And then we did Close Your Eyes. Eric isn't part of the group, but we all work together.
Yeah. And you worked also with the Hit Squad, and Quette has said lately, I don't know whether you've kind of beef or something like that, but he has said that he's no longer part of it. Can you comment on this?
Yeah, the whole Cuete Hit Squad Wicked Minds thing. I mean, um, when Cuete came into the picture, we actually Cuete came into the picture before Chino,
Yeah.
and he also sent me his demo or his first CD or whatever, and you know, we hooked up, we started doing shows or whatever. This rap business is real complicated, you know what I'm saying? And just like I compare it to like little kids, you know what I mean? Like you can grow up with your cousin and spend all kinds of time with them and eventually get into a fight with him and be mad at him and whatever. But there's no beef between me and Cuete, or should I say Wicked Minds and Cuete. That was a downfall. That was a time where there was disagreements between me and him, and
Mhm.
whatever. And then he was gone from the group a long time, and as a result of it, me and Chino, we kind of had to pick up the pieces the time that he was gone. So we were doing all the shows by ourselves, and we recorded the new album, which is The Unforgiven. We basically recorded it by ourselves without Cuete, and so now people are people are always gonna try to make it sound like there's this and that, whatever. But as for arguing and not agreeing with stuff and stuff like that, yeah, that always pops off. But beef, like actual beef, no, I got none but love for Cuete. I mean,
Yes.
I'm glad that he's doing his thing, and Perro, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them cats because they doing their thing. But yeah, so I mean, because we went on and me and Chino, we did our thing and we did deals, while Cuete was gone. So basically, Wicked Minds is Chino, myself, and Baby Wicked, and there's a couple new guys that are coming onto the scene,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, it's all good when it comes to his squad. I don't have nothing bad to say about them. Or Cuete, I don't got nothing bad to say about Cuete. It's like having you know having disagreements with a cousin or whatever. That's
Yeah.
how I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that you've been real busy lately because you will come with three or even a couple more new releases in a couple of months. So let's start talking about that new Wicked Mind CD, The Unforgiven, which will be released. I think the underground release will be in August, right?
The yeah, the underground release, underground meaning the streets, swap meets mom and pops and whatever, all around like California, Phoenix, and whoever else can get their hand on it through underground distribution. That's gonna be as soon as it's done, as soon as the manufacturers give them to us. The next day they're gonna be everywhere. The album's done. It needs to be mastered. From this point on, it needs to be mastered. That'll happen next week, and then it'll go to manufacturing the week after that. And the week after that, we'll have it. So in 3 weeks from now, today is July the 28th, Wednesday the 28th, and so I would say 3 weeks is 1, 2, 3. Sounds like August the 18th.
Yeah.
Love that number 18.
Yeah. We're right in the middle of the month.
That's right.
What can we expect from the new album?
Well, The Unforgiven is by all means it's the best, the best Wicked Minds record, that we put together, that we're gonna put out. So far, the best would have to be The Misunderstood, our first one. The Misunderstood is just, that's a classic. It came out in '98.
Yeah.
It's been selling ever since. It's my number one seller. It's still, but I think this is gonna take the cake. The Unforgiven, it's got a lot of features on it. It's not just me and Chino rapping through the whole record. You know how sometimes you'll buy a CD and it's the same artist. Like you kind of get tired of their voice and whatever.
Yeah.
I try to do it so that we rap through the whole record, but then you have different flavors. So on this one we got Mr. Shadow, we got Nino Brown, Slow Pain, Low Demon, Little Rob. There's Big Bandit. There's Romero and Brown and Bad Boy from Clica One. I mean, there's just a lot of good stuff. All the other Wicked Minds records, I pretty much produced almost all the tracks. I had featured producers like Tony G and OEM and cats like that. On this one, I got a lot of producers on it too. A lot of different tracks coming from everywhere, and different types of music. It's all hip hop. It's gangster, but we got your you got your love songs, and you got your heartbreak songs, and you got songs about funk music and about hood rats, and and the gangster stuff is it's definitely it's gangster, but what makes this record so different, The Unforgiven, is what it stands for, and really what it is. It seems that we're all labeled Chicano rap or Latin rap, whatever. It's rap, it's hip hop. I heard your interview with Pedro, and I heard what he had to say about it, and I agree with them. It's like we shouldn't be labeled. This is all just hip hop. Especially me, like I'll take a big stand on that whole issue, because I'm not Chicano. I'm not even Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican.
Yes.
I represent myself as being Puerto Rican, and I represent all Latinos in general. I know a lot of Mexicans don't like to be considered Latino. They want to just be called Mexicans, and that's cool, whatever. But on this level, like what we're trying to say is, we're Latino. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, Chino's Mexican, and Baby Wick is Mexican. Practically everybody else on the record is Mexican or Chicano or whatever they want to call themselves. And we're just rappers. This is hip hop. We're making music. It's like we're gangsters or whatever else they want to label us, but we're a hell of a lot more than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like we're rappers. This is rap. This is hip hop.
Yeah, all the same.
Yeah, you could break it all down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can grab a plate of rice, and all the grains of rice look the same. You could break them down into categories just by how one being bigger than the other and whatever, because it seems like society wants to segregate everything and label everything, but you can't label me. You can't label me in any way, because I'm, what I'm saying, I'm a whole lot of different things. I'm not just what I appear.
What can we expect from the other releases? Baby Wicked will release her solo album, and Chino Grande will release, I think it's already his second album. What can we expect from this features? Do you have the release dates for that already?
No. Yes and no.
Yeah.
The business is funny, so I don't like to put release dates on our projects. The release dates, that's actually a thing for the major, the major record labels that have distribution deals and whatever. Chino Grande's record and Baby Wicked's record, and also my solo project, which is called the 18th Angel, they're all being released through Def Boy Records, which is my label. And we're basically gonna put them out as soon as we get them done. Baby Wicked's record should be done like in a month, so it should be out like in 2 months. And Chino Grande's record is pretty much already done. We just need to add the finishing touches, so that one will be out also like maybe in a month and a half. And my solo, that 18th Angel record, that won't be out until later, like maybe the end of the year, maybe even next year, who knows.
Yeah.
And there's also the compilations. Me and Chino, we're gonna put out this thing called the Campo, which is like the Wicked Minds camp, and Campo in Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like all the new Wicked Mind cats, all the fools that rap with us, even the actual featured Wicked Mind rappers, You know what I'm saying? Because like right now it's me. Wicked Minds is me and Chino and sometimes Baby Wicked. Baby Wicked is like the like the sometimes why. Baby Wicked is sometimes she's sometimes Wicked Minds. I mean that just means that me and Chino we're the group. We do the shows and everything, and then Baby Wicked does some shows with us and she raps on some of the songs or
Yeah.
whatever. But she's still down. But the Campo's gonna be a real tight record. That one's gonna be like introducing to the world all the new foods from Wicked Minds. Along with a lot of the foods that already been down.
Yeah.
And then the compilation Volume 3, which is gonna contain songs from all the Wicked Minds records that have been released already.
Yes.
Those compilations they won't be out until the end of the year or next year.
Um, on your website, I've read that you're also releasing a DVD. What will be on this? I think concert footage and what else?
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff on the DVD. I never wanted to do a DVD, because I just felt that it just wasn't time yet. But the response was overwhelming. Everybody wants to see a Wicked Minds DVD, so we started working on it. And I have a lot of footage from when I first started, when Wicked Minds first started, which goes back to '97. We got a lot of footage, and most of it is backstage stuff.
Yeah.
We did a show in Yucatan. It's Merida, Yucatan, Mexico. And we filmed the pyramids out there, and we did there was a concert out there. We filmed a concert, and this group that we work with out there called 187 Familia 187.
Yeah.
They're a pretty big hip hop group out there, blowing up in Mexico. It's crazy, how big the hip hop scene is over there. So we get a lot of that in the DVD. People are gonna see what they've never seen before, because I didn't even know that was going on. I didn't even know that it was so big. We're at the radio station over there, and so there's a lot of that. There's a lot of footage of us, like at Power 106, at 99.1, Power 106 doing the Pocos Pero Loco show, 99.1 doing the Raza radio show with ODM. In Vegas, Street Fuego, I'm talking about radio stations, programs that support Latin hip hop, and the whole movement, and car shows, and just behind the scenes stuff, just like going on tour with Wicked Minds. There's some gangster stuff in there, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of blood and violence and girls, but the majority is music. We're a rap group, so I'm assuming that people will buy our DVD to watch us rap and and see the stuff that they can't see.
Anything else you want to say to your fans?
Oh yeah, I forgot, on the DVD there's gonna be a video too. We're doing as a matter of fact, the song Let It Bounce that was on the first Wicked Mind CD,
Yes.
Misunderstood. We redid that song, and it's called Let It Bounce 2, and it's on the Unforgiven. And so we're putting a video on there. Anything else to tell the fans, man? The website, whoever wants to hit the website, is www.wickedminds.com. There's a link on CaliFRap.net. There's a link on there, so you can just go on the links page and click on www.wickedminds.com, or hit us on cpixel.com, whatever on the internet. You know what I'm saying? We're all over the internet. You just type it in your search engine. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but for all you cybercats that be on there on Kazaa or Morpheus or Winmix or whatever, you can download Wicked Mind songs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even tripping,
Yeah.
You can't get all the songs. There's a lot of songs that you can't download. So, you can go to any store, any swap meet, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Don't even be surprised if you see cats walking down the street selling Wicked Mind CDs. 'Cause we're everywhere. We started in LA. We started in Cudahy, Los Angeles,
Yeah.
California, Southern California, and it spread all over the world. And it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you want to help, you can hit the site, and we have this thing called the Wicked Mind Street Team, and that's something that you just hit me up with your information, and we'll send you a package with posters and all that stuff, and you could do your own promoting out there. You know what I'm saying? Or hook up your homies or whatever. You could do that. Call your local radio stations. And if you ain't calling to request Wicked Minds, it's all good. Call and request any Latin hip hop artist. Little Rob, you know what I'm saying? Shadow, Night Owl. There's a lot of talent out there. Cuete, Hit Squad, Pedro. Request it. Call them and you know what I'm saying? Haunt them. Keep calling them. Call them 20 times a day and let them know you want to hear some Latin hip hop on rotation, because that's how we're gonna do it. Latinos are the majority in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Whether they want to admit it or not, the majority, not the minority. Get that one straight.
Yeah.
Wicked Minds, baby. That's how we doing it. I'm Rack.
Yeah. So thank.
Rack.
Yeah. So thank.
Rack.
Yeah. So